There it is, I found it. Get in there, and then... I like the tune for this map.
Gotta turn my sound back.
No, it's fine. You don't have to. Just let me just... You don't even know what the music could be. It's just like, you could have just said yes. And that's what you should have said. Just like, absolutely, I totally agree with you. Anything you say.
You just write about everything. Hey! Do you know who won the first round?
Are they playing?
I guess they must be, but yeah, Disparrow and Stall taking a very quick 5-0 lead, grabbing that Soul Sphere, but Dante and Cypher being diligent and at least denying that health from the low ground.
Alright, well this appears to be round 1 according to the spectator that was in the server before we were, so that's good to know.
Okay, round 1 right at the beginning. So we'll figure out after map 1 what the 3 map choices ended up.
It's kind of a mystery. We get to find out alongside all of you. It's going to be awesome. Like, we have no idea what got picked.
A mystery box of Doom maps. Oh yeah.
Sparrow with only 8 health grabs the armor, which will at least deny it for the enemy team if he goes down here. It's a very limited amount of health. Only 8 left. Can he grab the Mega Sphere before he melts? Or the Soul Sphere, rather. And he does. That armor actually protected him from melting. That 33% damage reduction. He only lost 7 health rather than 10. So that helped. They are currently up 13-5 against BoMF's own Cypher and Dante, who ran away with it in the last game we saw. And now are given a lot more of a competitive round here. Currently looking at being the underdogs by having their score doubled against Disparrow and Stall.
Yeah, and making predictions last night, we had BoMF for possibly one of these teams that could pick up an upset, but if Frag Titans is playing this well, it's going to be mighty hard. But from previous knowledge, if you've kept informed of the MDF scene with the Multiplayer Doom Federation, Disparrow is always up there near the top. Winning tournaments, just putting on great showings.
In fact, the same could be seen of Stall, who plays in multiple tournaments throughout the year, and most recently in the World Doom League, a Capture the Flag organized competition. Stall and Disparrow both have built a reputation over being very strong frag-heavy players, and that is translating very well to this 2v2 format.
Yeah, absolutely. Dante and Cypher, they're going to have to shape up on that one, or like even at 29-14, we can see if they're mentally looking forward to the next game, but at least they gotten a few frags here, up to 16.
I mean, all it takes is a bit of a turnaround, and that 13 frag deficit can absolutely vanish, and they could be in command of the round. But it would take a concentrated effort, and definitely you have to line up those shots if you want to take out players of Sparrow and Stall's caliber.
And if you're on the losing end, it's really necessary that you just stick around as long as you can, just maybe to put some more pressure on the other team. If they can tighten up and, you know, grabbing a few frags, then who knows what'll happen.
And both Stall and Sparrow opted to take a 1v2 situation each and got wasted for their efforts. But Sparrow being able to throw some rockets down, trying to deny that sphere, and that rocket that dropped down while he descended from that platform was able to clip one player with the explosion radius, but fact remains that BoMF was able to take that sphere and currently controls the high ground.
High ground, that's oh so hard to get back up if you've lost it. A lot of vantage points and angles for the top.
Yeah, especially not the least of which, they have to come to you if they want that Soul Sphere. An extra delicious, minty fresh 100 health.
The Spiral just waiting to see if Dante or Cypher, but they aren't biting. Oh, there we go, firing some rockets, and bam! Dante's just trapped.
Yeah, great rocket from Sparrow, who timed that rocket to just eclipse over that sphere at the right time. And a good boomstick follow-up shot out of the teleporter. Gets one, but can't get the other. But he gets to spawn with a single-barrel shotgun and clips down Cypher, following it up with a spawn frag. And it's a great momentum shift in favor of Sparrow, even if that spawn was momentarily disadvantageous.
Stall getting the frag there, ensuring that they didn't hit the Spiral by accident with friendly fire. Oh,
and then
runs
well,
right
first
into a rocket.
First to get a good rocket, but Sparrow actually sent a rocket downrange that Stall ended up wandering into, I think, out of that back teleporter. But still, they're ahead by a pretty
Only
safe
8.
margin.
8 frags in 50 seconds.
You only need 4 more frags, and that's a tough thing to go up against. But hey, you know, anything can happen. But it doesn't look like Blue is going to walk away the loser of that round, and in fact, they do secure that victory.
Yeah, securing round 1, but I'd say we saw some positivity out of BoMF in the second half of the game. They were at least like keeping it to a 1-to-1 ratio, but like they're gonna have to start out strong on this next map.
And again, I mean, it depends on the map as well.
Yeah.
Every map flows differently in Doom. And they only lost by 11 points. I mean, that's all things considered in Doom with the pace the game moves, that's it's an okay margin. They're definitely still in it. They could turn it around pretty hard on this map if they get the flow right, if they get the control right. And we're starting off on round 2. Going to watch Cypher, who goes for that Mega, but I think Stall grabbed the Mega before he did. Even if he did waste Despair on the way back.
Yeah, unfortunately. But Stall taking full advantage of this Megasphere and just chasing down every single red player that they've seen. Dante and Cypher, yesterday, we had seen to kind of counter the Megasphere with BFG play, but not so far. But somehow, I don't even know how, but Red's taking the lead.
What happened was a very rapid-fire set of Stall whiffing, losing the Mega, and then I think someone on Blue like team killed right away, and then they got spawn trapped. So Red, in a blink of an eye, was able to capitalize on that, grab the Mega, and now have a few frag lead. Cypher dropping back into that BFG switch room, getting 1, getting 2, and Stall killing Sparrow, bringing them down another point. Dante with the Mega control, and it's a different map, boys. You gotta bring yourselves back in the game, but it looks like the lead the momentum that Blue had initially has all but vanished.
And Cypher's just being on a vengeance this game with 10 frags.
Incredible dodging work from Dante, being able to make Sparrow waste all that BFG as the cone does not line up on the current holder of that Megasphere, although he goes down swiftly to Stall. Some rocket work from Cypher, bringing down both members of FT, as Dante grabs the sphere again, goes for the super shotgun, and looks to establish control of the dojo once more. Except not.
Yeah, and then relinquish it immediately. This is so smart of Cypher with those rockets, though. Just denying the one little platform where you can get to the Megasphere and just seeing all the players funnel up there. So why not?
Dante dodging Sparrow's BFG with finesse. I mean, we saw a similar margin like this in the first round in favor of Stall and Sparrow, but now tables have turned on map 10.
Yeah, it's like they're listening to the stream, right? And hearing us that they have to start strong. It's like, that's exactly.
It's like, okay, we'll do that now. Only because you said it.
Great SSG shots by Disparl, but one of the red players had a Megasphere, so they didn't go down in one shot.
And that was proof that the single barrel can do some work. I mean, both players of BoMF were able to clear out the floor, that middle area of the map, with some well-placed shots. All the other player has to do is miss their super shotgun shot, which doesn't happen very often with players of Stall and Disparal's caliber. As we see Stall go on a tear, they're still down by a margin of 9.
Yeah, but pulling it back up really quick. Disparl with 4 frags in a row.
Yeah, they are equalizing it. Stall like on a 5+ frag tear, finally being brought down by Dante. I don't think has anyone grabbed the Mega yet.
Disparl's currently got it with about 150 stack, denying the red player. Oh, using a rocket pet, that's so smart.
That's good, and that's a great way to do it. I mean, we do have free look and jumping enabled. New school settings allow for a little bit more finesse in different strategies of map control and power-up acquisition. At least denying it to BoMF. So, looking at a margin of only 5 frags separating the teams now, but, you know, of course, as soon as we call it, the number changes. That's how fast Doom moves.
Yeah, you're always explaining the past, going for...
Oh, what a great rocket jump. And it doesn't matter, although he takes out Stall in the meantime. He's looking pretty weak with the Mega. Again, denying it to BoMF, but at the end of the day, they were not able to capitalize on taking over that Megasphere. In fact, lost a few more frags as a result.
Yeah, and that could be the end for them. Just, you can only get a Megasphere every 30 seconds, otherwise you're chilling at basically 1-to-1 health totals with your enemy. Yeah, Disparl doesn't even care about that jump anymore.
Cypher going for the BFG. And that's one of the few times we've seen the button and BFG lift in action. But hopefully he told his teammate to stay out while Stall runs into that BFG ball. 3 frags left for BoMF to take the second round and push it this best of 3 to the final round.
Sparrow was trying to be very careful with that 8. Gonna do a last-ditch effort for a Mega, but they have to gotta survive in any way, and it's not gonna be like that, losing the Megasphere health.
Well, we saw the margin drop from 10 to 6, but it wasn't enough. Even though FT was able to pull the reins in a little bit there, BoMF was able to secure that round, and it'll be pushed to the 3rd map.
Yeah, valiant effort there by Team Blue, and loved what they were doing with the Megasphere later on, but that big, huge streak by Red just never saw Disparl and Stall capable of kind of overcoming that. Where are we going to? Map 5.
Map 5.
Cube Fella.
Cube Fella.
Cube Fella.
Little jazzy tune as to commemorate the amount of failed Megasphere jumps that I'm sure we will see.
If we kept the counters for fails on everything, I think it'd be taking up your whole screen by now. Oh, with the rocket, that's so
Dante
smart.
almost
I'm loving
melting.
These creative plays.
Oh, did Sparrow rocket jump up to the Mega?
Yeah, just rocketed it up, grabbed it.
Oh man, these players are getting clever.
Well, the thing is, if you get up there, you start at 100 HP, but if you can pick up the Mega, then you're automatically at 200. It's not like a Soul Sphere where if you get down to 15 HP, you go to 150.
That's true. And Sparrow, that's a good tactic. We saw it live there. what he did, presumably the first time, gets it, lines up with the switch, and just rocket jumps back, uses the backsplash of that sector to stop his momentum, drop right down on top of the Megasphere, and that might be something for BoMF to look out for if they haven't seen it already. That's something pretty tough to stop, his rocket jumps.
Yeah, BoMF, they're going to have to figure out a way to either deny that or maybe even figure out the rocket jump off the bat, but they can't afford to let Disparrow pick up every single Megasphere.
Yeah, if we were to break it down World Doom League style with the number of power-up pickups, Disparrow would probably have a disproportionate amount of power-up pickups in this map. It's gonna be pretty tough for them to turn this around if they are not realizing what is happening.
At a bare minimum, there's an audio cue that's going out, so maybe if they're very savvy, they're getting an impression or seeing those SSGs not killing the enemy.
Well, they'll hear him rocket jump, but if they're not able to put 2 and 2 together, or if they're not able to accurately distract stall enough to get over there to contest it, that will be their biggest problem in this game. I mean, 22-8 already, showing how pivotal Megasphere control can be on a close quarters map like this.
Disparrow gets it again. They didn't get the deny. This is so smart, though. I think Red's completely caught off guard. Completely caught off.
Yeah, this is something that we did not notice in the group stages. People rocket jumping up to that Mega. We saw a lot of teams take that lift, or on rare occasion so far, try to do that side corner jump near the stairs. But we have not seen anyone rocket jump up to the Megasphere, either in Map 10 or here in Map 5.
Yeah, doing a showcase that Frag Titans has put in their homework and have obviously been practicing a ton.
Dante almost takes out Cypher. And they're trying to take the Megasphere the old classic way. But I think they were not able to grab it.
Going up there and missing the jump? Yep.
Oh, Cypher trying that jump from the corner. And Sparrow, I think, was able to clip it. Oh no, wait, it's still up. I simply did not see the Megasphere.
Sparrow missed the normal jump twice. It's surprisingly difficult.
Maybe the rocket jump is the most secure way to get the Megasphere, period.
Absolutely, that's what I'm starting to think.
Well, if any teams who are waiting for their matches are tuning in and seeing that technique, then they'll be like, oh, we could probably use that. And that's something for sure to keep in mind. You don't know who's watching while your match is unfolding. Could be one of your future opponents.
Somebody's going up here. We got a red and a blue, and Disparrow just steals it.
Just steals it while Cypher goes up the normal way. How much health did he walk away from? Oh, it's got less than 50. It gets wasted by Dante right afterwards. Of note is the margin. We saw a margin of nearly 20 kills earlier in the round, now reduced to 6.
Yeah, it'll be a heartbreaker if Blue loses this one after their power-up domination.
It's possible that while Disparrow was working on the Megasphere, Stahl was being farmed for kills.
Yeah, two versus one and mini encounters.
And they're bringing it back. There are only 3 frags between these players. It's Disparrow doing a good job of taking 2 out. Dante looking up, seeing, yep, that's a Megasphere up there. But they're the FT's controlling the lower part of this map near the Mega. And that's going to be tough for them to counter. Dante cleaning up. We'll be coming up on about 5 frags left in favor of Team Blue. So the margin is tightening, but are they going to be able to secure a tie and reverse the momentum?
When they do it, Stahl with the SSG, knocks out Cypher. Cypher's sitting by the Megasphere, but that's a bad spot to stay. Only 2 more kills to go. Blue takes this. They go to the grand finals. They confirmed third place at a minimum. Cypher misses the jump.
Watching Disparrow now. While Dante got Stahl, Sparrow got Dante, although with that latency, he was in major danger of taking out Stall and reducing a point for his own team. But 50 to 42, they were able to take it, and they do advance in a 3-rounder.
Yeah, and you're seeing there on the score screen, like, the tail of